before today's video gets started, we do have a legendary chest to open from completing all my quests, and we are going to get the Mega Knight. Yeah, I've been joking about Mega Knights a lot, and there we finally have one. Anyway, on with the video. We're gonna collect these things right here, and we are going to do the Elite Challenge. So in case you guys didn't know, you get a deck from one random YouTuber, and we got the Ultra Knights deck. So this deck was made by Nick at Night himself, and we are going to go up and face off against another deck made by a YouTuber. So we're going to see what he has. I believe this is the only deck with a pump, but I am not sure. This guy has the Ice Golem, which I think means that he's running the Three Musketeers deck made by Orange Juice. I'm not sure though. We have some news from CNN. Every time I record a video, we have news from CNN. But anyway, Night Witch here, and I think this guy has his Three Musketeers all ready to go, but that will not get anywhere. G Fuel retweeted something. That's nice. Alright, so we have, yep, this is, I remember, there's the Valkyrie and the Cannon Cart. So what we need to do, whenever we see the Three Musketeers, we have either A, our Mega Knight, B, our Poison Spell. So, if once we combine those two, we should never run out of resources, and we should always be able to shut down the Three Musketeers. Like, as you can see here, we were able to trap the Cannon Cart and pump again. We do have a very hard counter, so this first match is looking very nice for us. Yeah, I really like this challenge, because if you don't remember last year for the King's Cup challenge, they just assigned us random decks. I have no idea who made them, but they were pretty random, and they were like, oh, Three Musketeer deck, Golem deck, but they weren't actually made by anyone significant or special. But this is much better. Like, Molt himself actually made this deck, which is very nice. And once again, this guy does have the Three Musketeers, so we do have some. Yep, they're there. See, that's also another very interesting feature about this challenge, is that 30 seconds in, you can know this guy's exact deck. You can know all 8 cards. So there goes the Poison Spell, but I didn't plan that out very well, and it looks like the Musketeers are actually going to end up escaping it. So that may have not been the best idea. We are going to have an Ice Spirit over here, and we are going to zap this and drop a Night Witch here. That should clean it up. I really don't think he can take the entire tower off of that. And let's see, I guess we're just going to start back up again with the Mega Minion in the back. And we'll drop our Baby Dragon over here for the Cannon Cart. Then we're just going to drop our Mega Knight, Poison, and hopefully that should be the end of the game. You know, personally, I have no problem giving him that tower. There you go, you can have it, it's free. And that's the only one you're getting. There goes the Mega Knight, off, hits the Three Musketeers, bam, bam, and bam. That is going to be it, 3 crown, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Easy 3 crown. And yeah, just because we had the hard counter, because obviously his win condition was the Three Musketeers, and we had 2 solid counters to that, featuring the Mega Knight that we did in fact get from our legendary chest earlier. The Meta Maulers, inspired by the man, the myth, the legend, gaming with Molt himself. Molt is a big fan of the L-Jack, as he likes to say, the Hog Rider, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So all 3 of them are in a deck, and the Mega Minion and the Baby Dragon are both in this deck. So actually, I think, yep. So this guy now has Nick at Night's deck, and we have Molt's deck. So this should be interesting. We have the Mega Minion, the Ice Spirit. Yep, there's the Night Witch, the Mega Minion. Yes, this is in fact the same deck that we were just playing with. It looks like we can go like guards like that. There we go. And that should maybe distract the Baby Dragon. I don't know. Looks like it will distract it for a bit, and the Baby Dragon will get 1 hit off onto our tower. Now, we're going to drop our Hog, and if they drop anything right next to it, then we can drop a Fireball. Will that hit? No, it won't hit the Night Witch, but we can hit the Collector, which is not a bad trade. Not too bad of a trade. We hit the tower and the Collector, because if you leave the Collectors alone, they can get insane. Like last match, as you saw, there was one point where I do believe we had 2 Collectors down, and that did not work out well for us. So Baby Dragon against Baby Dragon, obviously with the help of our Crown Tower, ours is going to win and make its way down. Wait, if we zap it, oh, okay, it wouldn't have generated any more, but we did hit the tower and 2 Collectors. Actually, just 1, but we are winning. We just need to make sure that they never have more than 1, because when you have more than 1, it can be really hard to control. Also, we do need to keep in mind that this guy does have a Mega Knight that he has not played yet. He has not played the Mega Knight. There it is, everyone. Mini P.E.K.K.A. going down. I just want him to split his push up. Yep, there we go. Honestly, 4-for-4 trade, that is all cool with me, just because I did not want him to have like the Mega Knight backing up the Night Witch and all that. Oh wow. Okay, so it looks like there will be some right here, and the Mega Knight is unfortunately going to go onto the tower. So unfortunately, we are going to suffer some damage there because it was raged. We do have our mini P.E.K.K.A here, and we are going to drop that off. And it looks, oh yes, that was a bad zap, so that is good. Bad zaps are good for us, obviously. And Lumberjack is going to make its way over to the tower. We do have the Mega Minion and the Baby Dragon, which should get rid of that Baby Dragon, and then move on over to the Night Witch. We can zap everybody right here, and our Hog Rider will get 2 shots off. I was thinking about fireballing, but I think I decided that it would be too risky. There's Lyric, everyone. His plush toy has just released of his cat. That's nice. Let's see, Mini P.E.K.K.A will counter that very nicely, and that will move on. We are going to get our Hog Rider, and then we are going to get our Fireball. There it goes. We are going to hit the Night Witch, and with a zap, that should be it. Maybe one more, and there we go. Very, very solid 2-0 right there. We'll do one more battle, just because the first one ended early. We'll give him a well played and a good game right there. And yeah, as you can see, the rewards are fairly nice. 4,000 gold. Then we do get a giant chest, a magical chest, and another legendary chest. And we get Viva La Sparky. I believe this one is inspired by Clash with Ash. And maybe Clash with Cam. They made very similar decks. And let's see, Ice Golem here, Hog here. And it looks like we can get our Zap ready if he has bats or anything like that. Yes! Okay, there is the Sparky. And we do have our Rocket. Make sure to keep that in mind. I do feel like hitting both of them at the same time. And we'll let that Electro Wizard get a couple hits off onto the tower. Oh, wow, okay. That was a very, very nice play right there. So it looks like we have a Hog baited deck, really. And, Zap, no, not Zap, Mega Minion. Okay, so it does look like we are going to take a bit of a loss here at just looking at the first minute here, but obviously you can come back. We have Goblins, the Goblin Barrel, the Sparky. You never really know what's going to happen with the Sparky anymore. We're going to send out the Goblin Barrel, just see what he has to counter it, and it looks like he does have, in fact, a zap, so that does mean that we get some hits off. Now the bats, I believe they don't get off anything. Maybe they do get off one hit, but if they do, it's not much. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Yep, I was worried about that. I was like, would that happen? And yes, he was able to hit that, and that we are going to zap this. Thank you. And oh, come on. Okay, so there goes the Goblin Barrel, and after a minute and 30 seconds, we just had unfortunately a very, very bad exchange. I planted my Ice Golem 1 tile back, and that looks like it is really costing us here, very unfortunately. So it looks like we do have a Hog Rider. We can still come back. You don't count out the Hog Rider, and we're down by about 1,100 damage, or 1,200 damage. So once again, not bad. We're not going to let that miner get off more than a couple shots there. And let's see, we're going to go with the Hog Rider, and he's going to drop the bats over there. Oh yes, okay, he does have the P.E.K.K.A. So one hit for the P.E.K.K.A. This deck that we're playing against was inspired by Ted TV. He is a Korean YouTuber, and so I think that's all you really need to know. He has a great channel. I watch his videos a lot. Whoa, did you guys just see that, ladies and gentlemen? It looks like we are about to take a tower. Where are the bats? Where are the bats? Oh, Goblin Gang, good enough. We will poison that, take that out, and that out. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is tied. We have come back, and now he has to ignore that Sparky. What is he going to do about that Sparky? He's going to drop a P.E.K.K.A. there. So the P.E.K.K.A, it's not going to get down here for a long time, and by the time it does, if he decides to support it with the Sparky, we will obviously have a counter for that. And yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. We're just going to rocket. We can hit them both fairly nicely, and there goes the Goblin Barrel. There goes the Goblins. And I'm not really sure what we're about to do yet. Yes, the Sparky is onto the tower. We can ignore the P.E.K.K.A at the moment, and it looks like we are going to get that Hog Rider over to the tower, and the Sparky will fire, and that will be good game. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, you can come back, and that is pretty solid. 3 wins, 0 losses right there. You know what? We'll do a 4th one. why not? We'll make this a long video. The Salty Goblins, inspired by Alvaro 845. This is like type of minor control deck, kind of, and we'll get the goblins over here. And he has spear goblins. Oh, this could be a mirror matchup. Yeah, not exactly sure what we're going to be doing here. And we're gonna drop our Inferno Dragon in the back. And I think you know what we're gonna do. We will get our bats, and then we will drop. Yeah. This is a mirror match. Okay, so we're gonna get our bats here and the miner down here. That was a lousy decision for him. Here come the miner over here, the goblins, I mean. And it looks like we can get our spear goblins here, and maybe we can zap this. And it looks like our Inferno Dragon will take out his, and it will get maybe some hits on the tower. There's his Inferno Dragon. No, he does have bats. That's okay. So, yeah, this is a mirror matchup. Very interesting. It kind of reminds me of the mirror battles. Most of you should remember that from last week. There goes that and that. That should take that out very nicely. I keep saying that. I should be more specific. It looks like we are going to send down our miner, and we're also going to send down the goblins, because Zap does not take out regular goblins. As you can see, they are still alive. And they will take out the spear goblins. And yeah, we are winning by a bit. And it looks like we can get our spear goblins down, maybe. I don't think either of us have placed down a cannon cart. Even after it getting a buff, we were not able to see any value in it, really. It has a very unique mechanic, which is why I like it. But in my opinion, it is not that good. Look at that. Look at that. Spear goblins there. Very efficiently taking out that miner. And the Inferno Dragon will not be touched by the poison spell. You know what? I am feeling like we need to do our bats. I was thinking about doing the cannon cart, but then I realized that would probably end up in a negative elixir trade or something like that. And oh wow, okay, he did counter that very nicely. Everything's going to be coming down here, and I believe he's going to drop a poison spell, probably. And yes, there it is. We do have our bats to counter his. Wow, goblins, they do so much damage. If you leave them alone, you never really know what they will do. And we're just going to zap this, and we can get a couple goblins for ourselves onto the tower. And we're going to drop our poison spell. That may have been our first one all game. You know, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But it looks like we will be going in to double towers. Yep, it does appear that way. And let's see, we're going to get our goblins. Yep, and we will be headed to double towers, where we will see who can take down that tower first. I do believe, however, that he's going to have to zap. Oh, no, he's just going to send a miner instead. He's going to send a miner and bats. He didn't feel very confident right there. We are going to send in for ourselves. We got some nice troops here. We got our bats. We have our goblins. We have our spear goblins. Everybody's coming in. And it looks like our cannon cart is going to go shoot that down, activate into building mode, where we will drop our poison spell. And the Inferno Dragon, unfortunately, will not do much, but it will give us a lead here by about 1,000 health, which is obviously solid. Any lead is a good lead. We're going to drop our cannon cart right in the middle. Surprise! 1 hit off, 2 hits off, 3 hits off. Oh, no. 2 hits off, though. That's good, I guess. I think that's alright. We're going to go like this and drop our bats right on top. That will be a nice surprise element there. Whoa, the cannon cart, everyone. Doing a lot of damage. Alright, and it looks like we're going to drop our cannon cart right in the middle again. Oh, we weren't able to get him with the surprise, unfortunately. Oh, that was a bad poison spell. That was a very bad poison spell. Let's see, maybe bats can come in here, help take out the cannon cart, and we can drop our own miner here, and maybe we can get that miner to get a few hits off onto the tower. We do have our cannon cart here. The goblins cannot be killed by zap. It's a very interesting mechanic. As soon as they added that, I feel like that completely changed everything, to be honest. And let's see here. We will drop our Inferno Dragon if necessary. It looks like that will be necessary. We're going to go drop our miner here, just to make sure that he can't do too much. And the miner is going, and it looks like we're going to be able to drop our poison spell and finish off this game, unless of course he can get more damage done first. Oh my gosh, 9 HP. Wow, that was a thriller, and unfortunately we ended up on the wrong side of the match there. Wow, 9 HP A very unfortunate scenario. And 3-1, not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at the decks, and then that will be it for the video. We do have Viva La Sparky, inspired by Clash with Ash, Tower Tornadoes, inspired by Clash with Cam, Vitamin C, inspired by Orange Juice, The Ultra Knights, inspired by Nick at Night, Ted's Sparky Masters, Chief Pat's Misplaced Rockets, the Alvaro's Salty Goblins, and Molt's Meta Maulers. And yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I think that is it. We will see you all in the next episode.